Welcome back, everybody. Anthony Special here with Special Analysis Unedited and on the Edge of the Market. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're looking forward to your weekend. We're going to look at Marvel Technologies today, ticker MRVL. We're going to look at the setup. We had an initial breakout. Price has since stepped back from there, and I think we've isolated a fairly low risk entry opportunity, and that's what I'm trying to target here. This is about a 5% risk. This is a very, very small, very insignificant amount of risk on a weekly chart. Now, this trade may not work. That risk comes with every single trade, but I want to break it down, kind of show you what I'm looking at. So here's the initial breakout. This candle right here, you can see with the arrow I have placed. This is the initial buy signal. You can see even if you had placed a limit order there, price action never really filled because market action had been below it. So price is being supported by the 50-day moving average. So I've just kind of tightly placed the stop just right below it. Target slightly below the 200. It's a matter of if the broad markets come out swinging with strength. This week this may work out. If the broad markets come out with weakness, the likelihood is this weakens up, this falls back, tests a 50, potentially closes back below it, and then we could even look for a shorting opportunity. So my confidence level in taking a long at this period, particular period of time, is really stalled ever so slightly until I see what is going to transpire in the major markets in the coming days or weeks. Did we place a bottom? Yes. Is it the ultimate bottom? We are not sure of that yet. If you hadn't watched Monday's video, I dove into all of that a little bit because I think it's very important. We exhibited some weakness this past week. We had some of our major markets settle below key areas that I believe need to be overcome in order for us to be quote unquote out of the woods. So I am trying to isolate ultra small, low risk areas where we can find trade opportunities. Why am I doing this? Well, when that lack of confidence is in the market, you can do one of two things. You can get very, very conservative, look for these super small, super tight entry areas, risking very, very small amounts of money, or you can do what I'm personally doing, and that is just sitting in cash on the sidelines. I did really well Q2 to the downside. I did okay the past couple weeks to the upside, but right now in this very moment, things are a little cloudy. I knew we were approaching this area. I had hoped that we would have stayed above this area, but it looks as though we are fighting it slightly. So, for me personally, I'm dialing it down to shorter term trades that I'm literally in and out of in a few minutes, and just holding off on placing larger bets at the moment. But if you are interested in placing something, this is a very, very tight area. And this is just an example of what you should be looking for when trying to trade during a time of uncertainty. Now, in a week from now, we may be having a very, very different conversation. But until we see what the price action does, it's hard to predict what that conversation is going to be. So, with that, I leave you with this. Again, more of a learning experience than anything. When you're able to find very, very low risk areas, this is where you want to entertain putting your money to work when the market could potentially be hesitating. I would not be surprised to see some type of correction at this point in time from this most recent run over the past few weeks. The question becomes: is it a correction and then we go higher, or have we placed a correction and now we're going to impulse lower? So we're going to be over the next couple of weeks diving into that. But in the meanwhile, this is what you should be looking for in times of uncertainty if you so desire to attempt to trade during it. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was a bit of a learning experience for you. And with that, if you have questions, comments, concerns, if I can help you in any way, always feel free to reach out to me, info@specialanalysis.com. I am here to serve my readers, my clients. And with that, I wish you a beautiful, blessed day. Have a great weekend, and we'll speak next week.